Oh, Jesus.
He bit my dick. Good morning. I'm finally back on the big pit. It's been a couple of months since I fished here, but we finally had some cold weather, which might sound a bit stupid to say in fishing, but for pike fishing, which is what I'm doing, it actually helps me a lot on this lake because it means that the prey fish will shoal together, the pike will follow them, and they'll be in their winter haunts. When the weather's warm, they're just spread out all over the lake and it's really hard to find them. Also means that the weed has died down a lot, so I can present a dead bait effectively. Let me show you what I'm using quickly. I've got mackerels, mini blueies, they're perfect, and I've been waiting a long time to get a hold of these, so I bought a load of packets of them. They definitely like small saltwater baits here. Anyway, enough chat, better get these baits out. I've baited up 3 swims, which you don't normally see people doing for pike, but on a big lake it helps to concentrate the fish in certain areas. Yeah, let's hope they're there. Here's my first bait going out, mini bluey, right on the money. Okay, we're getting a take. Let's have a feel. Rubbish strike, absolutely rubbish. What the hell was I thinking? Oh my days. Finally getting another bite. We're into one. Don't think it's a big one. So finally got one. It's only hooked in the scissors, so the forceps will do. There we go, nice little jack. And my first gravel pit pike of this winter. Lovely fish, they go really dark in it because it's such clear water and it's full of weed. Amazing. Yeah, beautiful, let's get him back. I've moved to swim number 2. It's kind of like a deep hole next to an island, and there's a bay to my left as well, so quite a good patrol area for pike. That first swim, we got 1 fish and a couple of bites, one that I completely messed up. Don't know what I was doing there, but yeah, got 1 small jack. So just got to see what happens here, give it a couple hours. Oh, barn owl. Well, middle of the day and there's a barn owl patrolling the margins opposite us. Wow, let's sit back and enjoy that. Gotta get the second rod out first. That's so funny. Well, spot number 2 wasn't very cash money. I mean, no bites at all. But spot 3 looks good. It's a point swim with plenty of open water out in front of me. And there's also an inlet behind me coming through those reeds. So yeah, it's got me out of trouble many times. Still got a couple hours to go, so not giving in yet. Might get 1 or 2 more fish here. It's not looking good for another bite here, so I'm going to sign off for today now. I can come back down next week though, so I figured I'm probably going to put 2 sessions together now and make one longer video. But you know, it's been okay. I just can't believe I've only had 2 bites for 1 fish. Usually this lake gives me a lot more than that, but I feel like it's maybe a little bit too early in the season still. Need a little bit more cold weather to make sure those pike are grouping together and I can catch them. Yeah, come back next week. Good morning. It's a couple of days later and I'm back at it again. I've adopted the same routine as last time. I've baited up 3 spots and I'm going to fish them back to the car. Wasn't great last week, we got that 1 fish, so hopefully today we'll get more. Conditions do look a bit better, it's a bit windier, and hopefully we're going to get more cloud and rain later, which will be good for the fish. I've got the brolly up because it is quite windy, so I apologise now if you're getting just loads of wind noise throughout this video, but you know, can't do anything about it. Yeah, just keep my fingers crossed, hopefully we'll get more fish. I was just recasting the bait and a fish has taken it on the drop. Yes, we're in. I was nearly in. Bit bigger than your average jack. Oh. Yes. Nice fish. Ooh. Running. Oh yeah. Okay. And that. Not a bad fish, this one. Yeah, nice fish that. I think I might get the mat and have a better look at this one. Lovely. I just cast out, and as I was tightening down, it just kept coming back towards me. I was like gathering slack, and even then when I was striking, I was reeling slack for ages. And I thought, is the fish even on? And then so I just wound down, felt the weight, hit it. Good fish. Oh, hawk going overhead. Not the bird. You know what? It's actually an alright fish, this one. Certainly no jack. Let's have a look for them hooks. Oh, nice. Oh. Oh, Jesus. He bit my dick. Must be a woman. Had its teeth right in my crotch. I shouldn't laugh, but I am. Okay. That's the hooks out. Let's see. There we go. Lovely pike. Very long. Yeah, look at the length on that one. Really dark, because it's a gravel pit and it's real clear water, very weedy. The fish go really dark like this. Yeah, beautiful mottling on this one. I think this could be an Instagram fish. I'm going to get some pictures of this one for sure. Quickly show you the other side. Yeah. Gnarly one, this one, I think they say. One last look at what for this lake is quite a nice fish. But there are one or two real bigger ones hiding in here. There it is. Gorgeous. The length on it, this could easily be a double figure fish when it's all full. Right, let's release it. Go on. Straight through the reeds. It's just disappearing off down the shelf. Right, I've kind of realised that I've not really shown you how I'm catching these fish, so I'll take you through the rig now because it might surprise you. It's quite windy, so we're back under the brolly to look at the rig. Let me show you this because it's really complicated. What we've got is a really strong main line leading down to a wire trace with 2 treble hooks on the wire trace, and what I've done is I've put a bait on the hooks. Yeah, it really is that easy. I am just freelining. It's so weedy, this lake, and I've gone through the whole popping up baits, suspending baits, all that thing. But what I found is really effective is just freelining, just your hook bait. It comes to settle on top of the weed so well, even thick like 2-3 foot weed. It'll settle in those first few inches of weed, and yeah, the pike will come along, and even if it's buried in the weed, I've seen them take it out of weed beds. It's amazing. And what it means for me is I can move swims without having to worry about how deep I need to set my flow, how high I need to pop up my bait, and I don't worry about it. I just cast around the swim. Sure, every few casts I might get one that's completely choked in weed, but it doesn't matter, I'm fishing 2 rods. And I know this lake well now, so I know where the clear spots are, or the clearer spots, because actually I want to be casting into the weed. That's where the fish lay up. And yeah, it's brilliant. What I do is I set it up on just a carp style setup, so I use a light bobbin, not a backdrop or anything like that, and yeah, just fish the alarm. And what I tend to find is that the runs, you get like a couple of bleeps, and I think that's where the fish sort of picks up the bait and releases the tension in the line, and then you get either a run or a full-on drop back. It's amazing, it's so effective. And when you strike into them fish, there's nothing on the line, so you're in full contact, so you feel everything. It's yeah, top method. I can't recommend it enough. It's amazing how few people use it. Right, got to get this one back out there. That's typical of the baits I'm using, half a bluey. That one's already had a fish on it, but perfectly good looking bait that. Better get it back out. Getting another take, lads. Just as I was about to move. Yes! I'm in again. Little chap. Oh. Watch me move it around. No. I've got a loose treble here, so I'm just going to be careful with this one. Here we go. Let me quickly show you this little guy. There we are. Nice little jack pike. Fork in the tail on this one, so I'd recognise this one if I caught it again. But yeah, diddy little guy. Barely hooked, so I think they're feeding quite delicately today. Yeah, let's get it back. It's about to wind in, so we're going to move on now anyway. Annoyingly, it started raining just as I'm about to move swims. Better do this quickly. I'm set up now in spot number 2. I like this swim. I've had good carp from this spot, but I'm actually yet to catch a pike in here. But I keep fishing it because I know a guy caught a 20-pounder from this spot last year, and knowing that big pike can really be creatures of habit, I'm sure if I keep fishing this area, I'll get a chance. So every time I'm down here, I'm going to give it an hour or so in this spot and just hope that that big fish is laying there. But yeah, spot number 1 was good. Got those two nice fish. Just hope the day continues like that. It's much better conditions today, much better. Bit of wind, bit of rain, and it's a lot darker as well. Perfect for pike. Spot number 2 was a bit of a bust, nothing in there. Still yet to have a fish from that swim, but it doesn't matter because I'm in my last spot now, got a couple of hours, and I regularly get fish here. I didn't last week, but I just keep my fingers crossed that today is the day that I get one. Yeah, I put my baits out fairly close in because there's a big drop off here. I think there could be a pike there, maybe. Well, there we have it. Fun little pike adventure there. Couple of days fishing and 3 fish caught. One of them was a nice one as well, so yeah, I'm well into that. But gonna call it a day now. It's about to get dark, and yeah, I gotta get home. Thank you for watching. It's been a good adventure, this one, so give it a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it too, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Yeah, thanks guys. Good luck with your fishing.